Rare Soul. I'd like to welcome y'all once again. It's your boy E-Ro. Sit back and enjoy yourself.
The top 3 soul albums of the last 10 years, real talk, have been made by rappers. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I can't name another soul album, period, that was better than that record. I struggle to name one. The Love Below, Andre 3000, was a phenomenal soul record. Phenomenal record, period. And us as singers and soul singers, we, I dare almost say we should be ashamed of ourselves to allow rappers come in and make such incredible records. And the other one was Nas Barkley. CeeLo Green sang his face off on that record. And really, to break it down, you grab every soul singer out here and just try to sing crazy. Try to sing crazy in the key he's singing in. And you try to sing that top note chest and see if you can do it. Yo, the dude is crazy. As a rapper, as a singer, all them cats, all 3. But that's why, to me, it's like, if you want to call, that's why I'm gonna say throw away the titles. You know what I mean? Because if you put titles on it, you're gonna embarrass yourself. Because then you got rappers that's outshining singers right now. So throw away the titles. Let's just say we performers, we all singers, we all rappers, we all just whatever, we all just creatives. And you know, we all creating dope stuff. Because we start putting titles, there's gonna be a singer that's gonna come out and gonna rhyme better than some rapper, and somebody's feelings gonna be hurt. I'm a freestyler, doing what I'm supposed to, giving a shout out to the people soul culture. Yes, we do it for the way we have to do it. Yes, I get it crazy. Sometimes I'm acting stupid, but I do it with soul, rock and roll and house, or maybe even some hip hop. That's what we all about. Check it out, I fly over like a vulture, just from my soul, but also from my culture. Yes, I was on the phone with this very, very successful executive a couple of weeks ago, and the first thing he said was, the internet doesn't sell records, which to this day I still don't understand what he meant by it, but he almost kind of lost me right at that sentence. But it's very important. The reason why I'm able to tour Europe, the reason why we're able to sell records and tour Japan, it has been my radio. As an independent artist, you know, especially in the States, we get no radio support. You know, we get some here, which is very appreciative, but we get none back in the States. So the internet has pretty much been our radio. And it's also been our tour for the places that we can't get to yet, or we haven't been to yet. So it is the foundation of what we built this whole thing on. And I even say that too, when I first started putting my albums out, we didn't have a MySpace, we didn't have an iTunes, we didn't have any of that stuff. But we did have outlets where people could buy the records online, and we could ship it to people, you know, overseas. And it was like the only way that people were able to find out. We did have forums that talked about music and what people were working on, you know. So that's the main part we built it on. But I remember when I remember when Friendster popped up before all of it, and it's like, yo, we might need to try to get on this. It's like a networking tool. And then MySpace came in, like, really just destroyed Friendster, and now, you know, Facebook is coming up, and Twitters and all this stuff like that. So I remember when iTunes started, and just like just trying to be aware of the technology. It's like constantly evolving so fast, and you really have to stay on top of it, because it's very much like we had audio tapes and then the CDs came out. Everyone's kind of looking at it, and now it's like, can you even find an audio tape of any of the last albums made of this last year? No, it's like all CDs. So it's like, you got to be mindful of how things change, and try to go with the flow of it. The internet has been extremely important. This is my 7th album, my 6th album in the States, and if you had the collection here, it's the 7th album. And through touring and through whatever, the more responsibility you have in doing music, for me, I can only speak for myself, the more I was kind of almost falling out of love with it. I found myself not listening to other artists as much. I found myself just not using music as a pastime. When I walked off stage, though I loved what I was doing on stage and I loved the change of it and I loved the creating of it, I found myself like when I got out off stage, I didn't want to hear music. And at one moment, just I don't know what it was that just kind of made me wake up one day and go, man, I'm not singing in the shower anymore. I'm not. Music was like my best friend and my confidant and my companion through life. And it wasn't really that much. So it was just my rededication to my love for music as a whole. And I think it, in general, sparked my creativity as well. Like how I went into it. I'm like, okay, let me listen to this as if I'm just a music fan. I don't want to listen to it as ERIC Roberson having to please my listeners or this and that. It's that, oh, let's just what do I want to hear? You know, like, you know, I'm a Tribe Called Quest fan. I'm a Stevie Wonder fan. I'm a this fan. I'm a that fan. What would I want to do? You know, so just trying to get back to that kid in high school who used to record on a little tape recorder and then go, you know, hit play on that one and then record with this tape recorder and then hit that one and, you know, going back to like just the pure love of it and always searching for like, oh my God, have you heard that new, you know, Peter Hadar record? That joint is crazy. Oh man, you know, just the excitement that it can give to you. And then the second reason why I named it Music Fan First is just simply I wouldn't be doing albums if it wasn't for the fans of my music. And they clearly were the ones who demanded more music. I did Esoteric more for just selfish reasons, for just a personal reason. And if I sold 2 copies, I was fine with it. I was gonna go back onto my normal life and writing for other people, just a release. But it was my fans that were like, we need more from you. Like, this, what you're doing is too important. And I have a business now, and I have a much more stable life, all to thank because of them. So when doing stuff, you know, it's important to make sure you take care of the music fan first.
Don't wanna, but the feeling is gone. Thought she was the one, but my knees led me wrong. See, I was high, but not off any drugs, no. But off those rubs that we shared inside those hugs, yeah.